Right now, live at 5, Minnesota's governor says he's taking action as hospitals fill up amid growing COVID cases. Plus, an FDA advisory panel gives the go-ahead for a Johnson & Johnson booster shot. And Purple Heart veterans are taking to the great outdoors here at home, and we're lucky enough to tag along.
You're watching Live at 5 on Live Local CBS3.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Kristen Bakke. Minnesota's governor today said enough is enough and announced new plans to relieve the state's hospitals and their workers as COVID-19 cases continue to grow. CBS3's Natalie Grant joins us now in studio. Natalie, what are the details of the governor's new plan?
Yeah, Kristen, well, the governor made that announcement today following a tour of a Twin Cities hospital where he got to see those stressful ICU conditions firsthand. The governor's new plan calls upon the National Guard to assist in several areas. The first is to provide a staffing support at long-term care facilities and expand access to the COVID-19 emergency staffing plan. It allows those care facilities to request emergency staffing when they're experiencing a staffing shortage due to an outbreak. He's also directing the Department of Human Services to free up capacity at state long-term care facilities to free up beds at hospitals. The National Guard will also help expand rapid testing options across the state through a new community rapid testing program. Those will be put into place in several locations across the state, as well as some existing community testing programs. Governor Walz hopes that these new efforts go a long way in helping stop the spread of COVID in the state, but says at the end of the day, vaccinations are the best weapon against the virus.
We're not out of this yet. It's as frustrating to me, it's as heartbreaking to me as anybody in the state that this should have been over. The economy could be stronger. We could have more people alive. The idea that we're losing 25 Minnesotans a day to a preventable disease that is almost 99+% preventable if you get a vaccine is unconscionable. We're better than this.
Now, those new rapid testing locations will be in Stillwater, Hutchinson, and Crookston, with more expected to be announced early next week. Now, the governor also made a plea to state lawmakers today, who the governor says has not taken any action to relieve the state's hospitals. He asked them to put aside their political agendas and pass legislature that will help Minnesotans continue to navigate the pandemic.
All right, thanks, Natalie. And we will have more information on rapid testing options once the governor announces those next week. Well, Minnesota reported more than 3,300 new cases today. 106 were in St. Louis County, 44 in Itasca County, and 30 in Carlton County. Cook, Lake, and Koochiching counties all had less than 6 cases. Meanwhile, in Wisconsin, about 2,400 new cases were reported today. Douglas County saw 14 new cases, with 4 in Bayfield and 3 in Ashland County. Sawyer County reported 13. Today, an independent FDA advisory committee voted to authorize a booster dose for those with the Johnson & Johnson vaccine at least 2 months after the initial dose. The announcement comes after a separate committee voted yesterday to give Moderna approval for their booster shot. The committee voted to approve J&J's booster dose in spite of concerns about the trial data showing vaccine effectiveness declines over time. FDA officials may consider allowing those who receive the J&J shot to get a booster from Moderna or Pfizer instead. A new study has found they are better off with the mixed booster. However, the study has yet to be peer-reviewed.
We don't know from these short-term studies what the longer-term effect of mix and match will be, and we just don't have those data.
Full authorization for booster shots for Johnson & Johnson as well as the Moderna vaccine could come as early as next week after the CDC takes it up for consideration. Today is the deadline for those who filed for an extension on their 2020 taxes. The IRS says those who asked for an extension should file today to avoid the late penalty. Although today is the last day for most people to file, some taxpayers may have more time. That includes members of the military and others serving in a combat zone, and taxpayers in federally declared disaster areas who already had valid extensions. You have the option to file online or in person. A reminder that starting today, you'll have to pay to use a plastic bag at Duluth stores. If you need to use a plastic bag at a grocery store or any other business, you'll have to pay a 5-cent fee per bag. City councilors originally passed that ordinance in 2019. It was supposed to go into effect last year, but was delayed during the pandemic. The fee's goal is to reduce plastic use in the city. The state of Wisconsin filed new charges this week against the man accused in a day-long crime spree. Police say Cody Walker Nelson was involved in a 6-hour standoff in Duluth on October 1st in the Spirit Valley neighborhood. Earlier that day, police say Walker Nelson stole several guns from a Superior home with plans to kill himself. He then attempted to rob a bank using the drive-through window before crossing the Bong Bridge into Minnesota, driving the wrong direction. According to court documents, Walker Nelson told police he'd been up for several days and had been using meth. Walker Nelson now faces 5 felony charges in Wisconsin, including attempted robbery of a financial institution, burglary, and recklessly endangering public safety. He already faced 21 charges in Minnesota, bringing the total number of charges to 26. For some people, hunting and fishing trips give an opportunity to decompress and enjoy the outdoors. That's why the Wounded Warriors in Action Foundation hosts a group of veterans, allowing them time in the wilderness. One group of vets took to the waters and woods this weekend in the Northland. CBS3's Quinn Gorham met up with those involved to hear what the trip means to them.
Camaraderie, good times, and catching fish. That's what this weekend is all about for this group of veterans out on a trip with Wounded Warriors in Action.
The foundation takes Purple Heart recipients from across the nation and invites them on hunting and fishing excursions.
1, 2, 3, yank. Okay, reel.
This particular trip brought veterans to northwestern Wisconsin. The group will do plenty of bow hunting and fishing over the course of the weekend. They're obviously hoping to land something big, but for Cody Perkins, one of the veterans on this trip, the thought behind the adventure means more than any catch.
It's really a blessing to have this opportunity and for people to really take the time and be so charitable to give us these experiences.
All events put on by Wounded Warriors in Action are at no cost to the vets.
The trip wraps up on Sunday and hopefully ends up with plenty of catches.
Coming up tonight at 6, see one of the lake monsters the group caught while on the water today. And if you or someone you know is a Purple Heart recipient and is interested in an adventure with the Wounded Warriors in Action, you can find a link to the application on our website. Well, Dave is here now for a first check of the weather. Dave, I drove through a couple sprinkles on my way here from Hibbing today, but otherwise it was a beautiful day for a drive.
Yeah, that was the gist of the forecast today. That occluded low that's been lurking around our region for a couple of days is still centered just north of the Canadian border. So for most of us tonight, that's going to keep the clouds around. And again, from your neck of the woods up towards the Canadian border, still a chance for some more sprinkles. Then it should start to get sunny and mild by tomorrow. This live look here, and I show these every day now because soon enough there won't be enough daylight to show them anymore. These things go black when the sky goes dark, and so until that happens, we need to take a look around the region. This is a look towards Highway 65 near Jacobson. Looks like the leaf viewing season in that stretch of country has gone past peak, but there are still some holdsouts. So this is a good weekend to give it one last hurrah. The drizzle and the clouds that we're seeing from that low should go away by tomorrow. Then that high will make it mild and sunny. How mild? High temp will be 55 on Saturday. The normal high temperature is just a couple degrees below that, but we could get into the 60s by Sunday, and I'll talk about how long it'll last in a few more minutes.
All right, thanks, Dave. Still to come on Live at 5, a high school football team is giving back this season by donating backpack supplies. Details on their ongoing fundraiser coming up in City by City.
You're watching Live at 5 with Kristen Vaki and weather with meteorologist Dave Anderson on Live Local CBS3.
Are you ready to freshen up your fall wardrobe? From cozy sweaters to fashionable accessories, Angie's Closet has it all. We are a consignment boutique that features designer brand women's clothing and accessories, all at an affordable price. Visit Angie's Closet today.
Yay! Here you go, sweetheart.
It's your first savings account.
A savings account? Imagine the possibilities.
Oh, no. But I really wanted a basketball. You may dribble me.
Imagining a bright future? Let's see how we can help. National Bank of Commerce. We make more possible.
Join Black Bear Casino Resort Saturdays in October for cash, thrills, and chills. From 6 to 9 p.m., 3 players will be selected each hour for your chance to pick a cash envelope plus a multiplier envelope for your shot at up to $4,500 in cash. That's 12 winners each Saturday in October. Earn entries starting Sunday, September 26th. And for more information, visit blackbearcasinoresort.com. Make the Bear your place for cash, thrills, and chills.
The big 6% instant rebate is back. Hi, John with Prime Appliance, and yep, that's right. You'll get an additional 6% off on the floor price instantly when you pay at the counter. What could be sweeter? Convert this Galan's 11 cubic foot upright freezer into an all refrigerator. Your choice, stainless or white. Regular price $7.69, sale price $6.99. After 6% rebate, just $6.57. We'll have our pros deliver and install or take it home today. Prime Appliance, it's the best place to buy your appliances.
At Play It Again Sports, we have the largest selection of new and used hockey equipment in the area, along with a huge selection of hockey sticks, apparel, and cross-country skis.
Trade in! Trade up! And save!
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Welcome back to the CBS3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look from downtown Duluth tonight, which is sure to be packed with hockey fans this weekend. UMD women's hockey will be taking on rival Wisconsin this weekend, and the men's team will be battling in the Icebreaker Tournament. Go Bulldogs! Dave will be in with this week's full forecast in just a few minutes, but first, let's take a look around the region. A spooky scavenger hunt begins in Hayward, and a pumpkin-filled morning comes to a Duluth park. All of that and more as we take you around the Northland, city by city. Let's start off in International Falls tonight, where the local football team has been giving back this season. This season's touchdowns and turnovers is benefiting the United Way of Northeastern Minnesota's Buddy Backpacks program for Koochiching County. During home games, if there is a touchdown or a turnover, the team will collect money from the stands with 100% of proceeds going to the backpack project. They are also selling shirts online. If you're interested in the program or purchasing a shirt, we'll have a link on our website. Next, we head to Hayward for some spooky fun with the library. Starting tomorrow, the Sherman and Ruth Weiss Library will kick off their Halloween scavenger hunt. Community members are invited to walk the library trails and find the hidden Halloween characters. Each character will contain letters for a word scramble puzzle. Once you have all the letters and once you've solved the 3-word riddle, you can enter for a chance to win a Halloween gift basket. The winner will be announced October 28th, and we'll have a link to more information on our website. And we'll wrap up in Duluth tonight, where the local public library and Parks and Rec department are putting on a frightening good time of their own tomorrow. The Pumpkin Palooza will be held at Harrison Park. The fun will kick off with a pumpkin-themed story time from 9:30 to 10, and then participants get to spend the next 2 hours decorating pumpkins. Pumpkins have been donated by the Whole Foods Co-op and will be available on a first-come, first-served basis. If there's something going on in your neighborhood that you think we should know about, send us an email and it might be featured as we go around the Northland city by city. Still to come on Live at 5, a local school is getting creative with awarding attendance. More on their new book vending machine in just a few minutes.
I was hoping today would come up partly sunny, but it sure looks like that low to our north kept it mostly cloudy. But that thicker cloud cover also kept our temperatures down. High temp only 47 today. Normal is 53. Starting tomorrow, we go to a little warmer than normal. After that, even warmer. We'll talk about for how long coming up after this break.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
What do you get when you add care from Essentia Health and coverage from UCare? Essentia Care, now available for a more affordable price. Essentia Care's Medicare Advantage plans have premiums that start at $0 per month in select counties. You'll be able to see your Essentia Health provider at our 14 hospitals and 72 clinics. Plus, Essentia Care plans allow you the freedom to see any provider who accepts Medicare. Compare and shop plans at ucare.org/EssentiaCare.
Hi, I'm Kevin from ServPro. Everyone has a home project that they want to get to. Building a deck, building an addition, remodeling a bathroom. The problem is availability with local contractors. Why should you have to wait for months to get your project done? Call ServPro today for fast, quality, professional, reliable workmanship you can count on. ServPro, like it never even happened.
School visits are an important part of kind of being part of the community outside of the TV station here. When I was in 6th grade, that's when I learned meteorology was it for me. Being on the other side of that now, for me being able to kind of pursue that, it's important for me to then be able to get back into the community. If I can go into a classroom and get just one person who was interested, or just one person who, you know, leaves there knowing like, wow, I learned something new today. For me, I did my job, and that means a lot to me.
Watch meteorologist Caitlin Moffitt weekdays at 5 a.m.
I'm Nora O'Donnell in our nation's capital. We're here at the White House with the President of the United States.
Thanks for having me.
Our exclusive access to the presidential platform. We will witness yet another moment in history.
The CBS Evening News with Nora O'Donnell from Washington, D.C.
Now, the CBS3 Duluth Weather Max forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
Well, folks to the west of our region are facing a freeze warning tonight, and that's Lake of the Woods County, Beltrami County, and points towards North Dakota. Nothing here for our neck of the woods. Does that mean this is coming on its way towards us? And that's hard to say right now because we are going to get a little bit brisk for our morning lows Saturday and Sunday, even though our daytime highs will be fairly toasty. And I say it's hard to say because, you know, National Weather Service by this time of year often figures gardeners know what's coming around and they stop warning for frost and for freezes here. And to the west, it may be a different story. So bottom line is, if you still have things in your garden that are producing, I know I do, well, take precautions if you want to try to keep them going through here the weekend, because I don't think it's going to be bitterly cold. In fact, like I said, for a couple of days, the daytime highs will be pretty nice, and we'll show you how nice with our forecast in just a bit. Right now, we show you the current conditions coming in from Duluth International, 46 degrees, 73% for the humidity, west wind 13 miles per hour, and air pressure, oh, Midland, not overly high, but not overly low either at 29.88 inches of mercury. Temperatures, they are a little bit lower than normal. The normal's 52, 53. Some places are close to that, like La Pointe and Ashland and Watersmeet. Some are bubbling under a hair, like Hayward and Superior. And into Minnesota, a lot of places are only in the mid-40s, even some low 40s, like on the Mesabi Range and the Vermilion as well. But if temperatures are a little bit cooler tonight for overnight lows, by tomorrow morning in the 30s for a lot of towns, tomorrow afternoon, back towards normal, a little warmer than normal, and into the 60s by Sunday. That's our warm spell, which I'll show you how long that's going to last in just a little bit here. All right, let's back up that map. It jumped the gun on me here. Boy, that really jumped the gun. Computer's acting up just a little bit here today. It's not Friday the 13th, is it? No, it's Friday the 15th. All right, let's see if we can get into the Doppler map now for our region at this moment, and it sticks. Yes, it did stick. All right, we take a close-up look at our region and see clouds in the sky from that low that's up towards our north, and very light drizzly showers coming through the area at the time being. And there's a 40% chance, especially north of Duluth, that could continue tonight. Yeah, still a chance for the drizzle as that occluded low slowly works to the northeast. Finally, it should work its way out of here by tomorrow, and that allows higher pressure from the west to come to call, making it sunny and mild, at least for the daytime highs. Keep in mind, though, gardeners, if you still got something going, the morning lows could be just a little bit brisk. Now, let's talk about those lows for the Minnesota side of life tonight. Yeah, down into the lower 30s inland, still as warm as 40 right by the lake. And again, north of Duluth, we got a 40% chance for some rain showers. Wisconsin and Michigan should be mostly cloudy with lows there in the mid to upper 30s. And tomorrow, mostly sunny sky breaks out and high temps run 54 to 58. Warmer than normal by at least a degree for all towns. Over, looks like a mistake on the North Shore numbers. Yeah, this computer's acting up. It'll be about 55, 56 for highs there tomorrow, and the rest of Minnesota in the 50s with sunshine. How long will the sunshine last? Through Tuesday. How long will the 60s last? Through Tuesday. Wednesday's the day of change with clouds building back in and temperatures dropping. Wednesday will be our next chance for rain after tonight's drizzle fizzles.
Thanks, Dave. Today, Duluth firefighters practiced a new type of aerial training from trees. An arborist instructor team taught crews how to prepare for and perform aerial rescues at Portland Square Park. The goal is to sharpen skills to safely and efficiently rescue any person or animal that may become trapped in a tree or other high spaces. Team leaders say it's important training for all.
It is a high-risk, low-frequency event, and working with the arborists to understand their systems and how we can work together with them and use the knowledge that they have is going to be very valuable for us.
Smith says today's training will allow members to see how core skills can be applied to some very unique challenges. A local elementary school is using a custom vending machine to encourage student attendance. Piedmont Elementary installed this book vending machine at the start of the school year. Each class competes to have the best attendance, and the winners get a token which they can exchange for a book. The school's principal says a grant paid for the machine, which they stock with books for all ages. She says it's a great incentive to get kids showing up for class every day.
And we just want to make sure that we're improving attendance for all of our students. And this is a great way, too, to change the conversation with our families and our parents, because kids get really excited about having books in hand.
She added the school has seen a big improvement in attendance this year. They plan to keep the machines stocked to encourage students to keep learning and reading. It's that time of the show where we get to talk about adoptable pets, and today's pet comes to us from the Humane Society of Douglas County in Superior. This is Big Red. He is a 3-year-old male retriever mix looking for his forever home. Our friends at the shelter tell us he is very high energy and he's looking for a family that is just as active as he is. He loves people, but cats, well, not so much. If you'd like to set up an appointment to adopt Big Red, then you can call the number on your screen. He sure is cute. Still to come, an historic flight for medicine today. How drones may be the future of organ transplants after the break.
It's back. Our popular burger, fries, and pie combo returns. Enjoy any of our mouthwatering burgers with fries and any slice of our famous pies for a limited time. And enjoy a sweet treat from our bakery. Dine in or order online at perkinstogo.com.
When one door closes, another opens. Open the door to memories ready to be unpacked. Kick off the next great adventure. Open the door to new possibilities. Superior Choice Credit Union. This is our currency.
Coming up tonight at 6, a local nonprofit is taking a group of veterans into the woods and on the water this weekend, and we are tagging along.
To our west, it's going to get pretty chilly tonight. Freeze warning for them. How about us? Details at 6.
Okay, Dad. 1, 2, 3. You saved me. Dad?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, dear. Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
Mining. It's a part of Minnesota's history that affects everyone in the Northland still to this day. From environmental issues to economics and so much more. Join me, Kristen Baki, every Tuesday for Eye on Mining, a fair and unbiased report that answers the tough questions surrounding the world of mining.
Eye on Mining with Kristen Baki. Tuesdays at 10 only on live local CBS3. Brought to you by Range Regional Airport.
The Duluth Area Chamber of Commerce is excited to announce the 151st Annual Meeting and Dinner Celebration, Thursday, October 28th at the Deck. This hybrid event will offer 2 viewing options for your choosing, in person with proof of vaccination or negative test, or live streamed with a curbside dinner pickup. Featuring Dr. David Herman, CEO of Essentia Health, as the keynote, we trust this will be a celebration of resilience and momentum. Register at DuluthChamber.com. Brought to you by these premier sponsors.
Hurricane Ida hit Louisiana hard. The people there, their families, and businesses have a long road to recovery. And now it's time for each of us to help lift up Louisiana. Text IDA to 51555 and donate to the Salvation Army relief efforts as they provide relief to those impacted by Hurricane Ida. Learn more at CBS3Duluth.com or the CBS3 News app. Live, local, CBS3, helping lift up Louisiana. It's always a good day for a car wash at Miller Mall Car Wash. But just to be safe, watch Caitlin's Car Wash Forecast. Weekday mornings on CBS3 This Morning with meteorologist Caitlin Moffett. Sponsored by Miller Mall Car Wash. Only on live, local CBS3.
For the first time, an unmanned drone has delivered lungs for a transplant. The historic flight took place in Toronto between two hospitals. Michael George has more on the innovative technology.
This drone flying over Toronto could be the future of organ delivery for transplants. Last month, it carried precious cargo, a set of lungs from one hospital to another.
It's a heavily populated city, and we had to do several prior test flights to persuade the air traffic control authorities that this was a safe way to deliver the lung.
The transplant flight is a result of a collaboration between U.S. company United Therapeutics and Canada's University Health Network. The team designed a special container so the organs could withstand in-flight conditions, such as vibrations and bumps.
We had to make sure that we could maintain a stable temperature. Lungs are very delicate and they're filled with air. And if there's changes in barometric pressure, that could affect the lung.
Surgeon Dr. Shaf Kashavji says this technology will allow more organs to be available to patients in the future.
One of the challenges now is getting transport and getting transport in a timely fashion and a reliable fashion. And even today, we sometimes lose an organ because we can't get there in time and can't get it back in time.
I was thrilled by the idea of participating. I'm by profession, I'm an engineer, so I'm a technical guy.
63-year-old Elaine Hodak received the lungs that flew over Toronto. He has an incurable lung disease.
I was running out of time. Now I'm feeling amazing. I can breathe. I have a new lease on life.
And the team believes drone organ deliveries will change thousands of lives in the coming years. Michael George, CBS News, New York.
The University of Maryland became the first to deliver a kidney by drone for a successful transplant back in 2019.
On this Friday night, Steve Hartman goes on the road. Meet a former FBI official whose new calling is behind the wheel of a bus. That's coming up on the CBS Evening News.
CBS3 closed captioning is brought to you by Essentia Health. 1 in 8 women will be diagnosed with breast cancer. Regular mammograms can help find it early. Schedule yours today.
Whatever your water worry, Culligan Water can help. From value-priced softeners to the world's best and even salt-free. No one has more solutions than Culligan to customize the best filtration for your home. The only water that comes with a van. Contact Culligan, the local water experts.
You up for a ride?
Saddle up.
I got you right where I want you.
Where do you want me?
You let me do the worrying, okay?
I got something here you might want to see.
Good team effort.
Practically family.
Come on, bring it in.
No, we're not hugging.
NCIS is new on Mondays, followed by a new NCIS Hawaii, Monday 9/8 Central on CBS.
The Royal Enfield Bullet was designed in 1955 and not updated until 2008. It takes an experienced hand to keep one running. I've ridden in the rain and the snow, but prefer not to. That's why motorcycles and meteorology go together so well. It also takes an experienced hand to make an accurate riding forecast. As our region's longest-serving meteorologist, I think I have the touch needed to get it right.
Watch Dave Anderson weeknights at 5, 6, and 10. Kristen Baki is as local as our evening news.
I'm from here. This is my home. I learned how to do a left-handed layup right there. At that hoop, that exact hoop.
Covering the communities she calls home too.
You know, there's nothing phony about it. That's who she is. She's just a natural at it, so I enjoy watching her because she's so good at what she does.
Leaders at Hibbing-Taconite are scrambling at the Menorca mining, family heritage, and iron mining history.
For everything local, watch Kristen Vaki on Live Local CBS3.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Welcome back to the CBS3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look from Canal Park on this Friday evening. Let's take a look back at today's top story and see what's coming up at 6. Tonight at 5, we brought you the latest as Minnesota's governor announced a new plan for fighting the pandemic as cases are on the rise across the state. Part of the plan calls on the National Guard to assist with staffing long care facilities and new community rapid testing sites. We'll bring you more details on those sites as they are announced. And tonight at 6, an Iron Range Elementary School is picking up the pieces after vandals damaged their outdoor classroom and learning space. Why this damage is so devastating amid the ongoing pandemic, coming up tonight. That's your news at 5. The CBS Evening News is next. We'll see you back here at 6.